Welcome, everyone, to the LGBTQ Real Estate Podcast, connecting LGBTQ homebuyers, sellers, and real estate pros since 2007. My name is Jeff Berger. I'm the host of the show. And with us today is Cassandra Currier, a realtor in the Greater Tampa Bay area. Cassandra, welcome to the show.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Yep, my name is Cassandra. I am in the Greater Tampa area. Specifically, I am in South Tampa, but I work the Greater Tampa area. I'm originally from Minnesota, made my way to Florida my senior year of high school and never looked back. It was in Tampa where a girl first kissed me in a nightclub, and I was like, oh, this is okay. I'm home. So I haven't left Tampa since then, and I have made it my home, and I have loved living here. My wife and we raised our daughter here. She went all through school, and it has just been a great home and a great place to call home.
Wow. Well, thanks for sharing that warm welcome to Tampa you had, and that's a great story. Great. So, okay, our format is 15 minutes. We keep everything brief. We know people are busy. Their attention spans are quick. They're going to get a text or a phone call or an email. Something's going on with everybody these days. So let's jump into it. First, I want to say the mission of this show is to help people who are watching this video locate, in addition to a great city like Tampa Bay, but a real estate professional such as yourself that can guide them in the process. They could learn a little bit more about you. Your contact information is here, and you can share a little bit about what you love about Tampa Bay. So let's jump into it. Share with us, you told us a little bit about yourself personally already, but tell us about yourself professionally. For example, your business as a realtor in the Greater Tampa Bay area. Do you service all of Tampa Bay, or go ahead?
Yep. So I do service all of Tampa Bay for the right clients. I like to focus in my area where I live, which is South Tampa. But for the right clients, I will help them throughout all of Tampa Bay. So that is from like Wesley Chapel all the way down to, for some of my clients, I even help them buy an investment property down in Venice. So the Greater Tampa Bay area. I prefer Hillsborough County, as this is where I live and I love it so much. But knowing all of the neighborhoods we have around helps me find the right homes for my clients. So it's a great place to be, and knowing all of the different neighborhoods helps.
Great. And it's such a desirable area, Tampa Bay. It's just such beauty, so many cute towns. I know just from visiting there. I'm in South Florida in Jupiter, and we go out to your area once in a blue moon, from St. Pete Beach to Dunedin. There's just so many beautiful, quaint towns, and it's just building up more and more. So it's really a desirable place to be. And okay, great. Next question. So I know from working together and working with LGBTQ clients, what is it about working with the LGBTQ community that you enjoy so much?
So it's really what I enjoy about working with all of my clients, but even with the LGBTQ, it's probably a little bit more so important to them. It's truly getting to know them and finding out what their personality is, typically finding a neighborhood that they are going to love with a house that they love, where they feel safe. And that is a main thing, is being able to help them find their community within Tampa Bay where they feel at home and they feel safe.
Great. Yeah, that's a good answer. It's just important of finding your sweet spot, right? Yeah. So, my next question is, what is it about the LGBTQ community that they enjoy so much working with you? What do you think it is?
So just speaking with some of my past clients, a lot of the things that they say is, one, it helps that I'm a member of their community. So I have a little bit more of an understanding of what they may want in a community and in a home, and where they feel safe that they're raising, or it's just a couple. I have a little bit more of an understanding, and I can understand their desire to find a neighborhood where they feel safe and they feel that they can be their authentic selves and live their life.
Yeah, great answer. Yeah, it's important what we do as LGBTQ real estate professionals. It's certainly an important niche. And when people are moving, they want to feel comfortable all around. So many people do want to work with a professional such as yourself, hence the purpose for this podcast. So, with that said, our next question: share with us why you love living in your community. What is it that you personally love so much? For example, what are your favorite parts of the area? Whether it's the arts, the dining. I mean, I know I've been to the Dolly Museum. There's just so many great things to do in your area. Tell us a little bit about the best of the best.
So there are amazing things to do in the area, and there really is something for everybody. Some of my favorite things are anything outside on the water, whether it's the Tampa River Walk, enjoying all the different restaurants and bars along the River Walk, heading over the bridges to the beaches, being able to enjoy the outdoor and the water. The water is very calming, and I enjoy that. Anybody who loves sports, we have something for them too. Personally, I prefer our hockey games. So when I can, if I get a chance, I like to get out to the Lightning games. Unfortunately, we're out of the playoffs already, but I do enjoy going to the hockey games. The microbreweries or craft breweries in the Tampa Bay area are amazing. All over Tampa. All over the Tampa Bay area that I enjoy getting out and seeing those. And you kind of hit on it with restaurants and stuff, even a little bit long overdue, but a lot of our restaurants are finally getting the Michelin Guide recognition that has been long time coming. So we have a great dining scene throughout Tampa Bay as well. There is just so much for everybody. And I haven't even hit on the arts. There's just honestly so much.
Yeah, there sure is. There sure is. And it's such a wide area with different landscapes. Like you said, the scenic waterfront, the pier in St. Petersburg is beautiful also, right? The new pier?
Yes. Yes, they redid that and it's amazing. And they hold all kinds of events and things out there now. They just recently had, a derby.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, your connection froze, but yeah, we get it. I've been to that area and there's beautiful parks, and you said there's a derby. There's a lot of events that they host there.
Yes.
Okay. And for someone that's moving to Tampa Bay, okay, they're thinking, what is available in housing? You hear these stories about the housing stock being low. What about the housing stock right now? Because times change. Sometimes there's more inventory of homes than others. Tell us a little bit more about like the housing stock, like what kind of homes are available, like condos, single family, multifamily. There's a little bit for everybody, right?
There is definitely, yes. We have lots of single family throughout Tampa Bay. So whether you're looking for maybe something historical, something that's walkable, something that's in a subdivision, something that's new construction, we have single family, wide selection all over. We do have a lot of townhouses. So those you can find throughout Tampa Bay as well. A good selection of those, even some new construction ones. And then condos, of course. So we have lots of condos. Oftentimes you'll find waterfront condos, a lot of condo living downtown, wide selection of all of that. We do have some multifamily. It's just difficult to come by. So there's not a wide selection of multifamily. And typically investors pick those up before they even hit the market. So it's hard for the everyday person to try to buy into some multifamily. But everything else, we do have a wide selection in a variety of neighborhoods that will fit everybody's needs.
Great. So there you have it. Cassandra could show you whatever you're looking for. Great. So, this podcast is LGBTQ centric, okay? Obviously. So for someone that's watching this, whether it be an individual or a family, what should they know about Tampa Bay as an LGBTQ person? Like, for example, how welcoming is it? Very welcoming, but let's hear it from you.
Yeah, so it is very welcoming. I mentioned earlier in the podcast that my wife and I raised our daughter here. We are in a, South Tampa is considered to be a higher socioeconomic area, but no issues, no problems. We have raised our daughter all through school, never faced any adversities in schooling or friends or anything like that. And it's just a very welcoming community overall. I think people are, it's not an issue. You're a decent human being. raise your kids, have fun, live your life. Like, it is very welcoming overall to everybody. I know a lot of times things may not be portrayed that way sometimes on media, but I have never come across any issues or adversities in anything through raising my family or living here as a lesbian or a married woman. So it's been great.
Great. And like you said, sometimes people, you can read articles but they're getting it firsthand from you. And
Correct.
what's important is they can contact you direct. Your website, thecurriergroup.com, is here, inclusive also in the YouTube video information will be your email, phone number, and other contact information to reach you. So if anyone does have any questions about moving as an LGBTQ person, you're a fantastic resource.
Absolutely.
So, Cassandra, we're down to our last question. So when you're not selling real estate, what do you like to do with your family?
So we like to get outside, get to the beaches. Like I mentioned, the breweries. My daughter's not a big fan of breweries, even though she's 21 now. She's still not a big fan of the breweries. So we just like, yeah, we like to hang out, have fun, play games with the families. It's a lot of dinners at home and things like that as well, entertaining our families and friends. So we do a lot of that. When it's just my wife and I, we get out and about.
Great. The screen froze up again, but what you were saying was when it's just you and your wife, you're out and about, seeing the town and doing nice things. Well, that's great. Well, here we are. We're at the end of another podcast. On each one, we do a 2 thumbs up because the world is looking up. It always is. Thank you. And yeah, thanks for sharing this. And for anyone that's interested in moving to the Tampa Bay area, or there now and came across this and wants to sell their home, you have a great resource in Cassandra Currier, and her information is here, and she's welcome to help you. Thank you again for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Jeff. I appreciate Did that cut out? Thank you for having me, Jeff. I appreciate the opportunity.
Such a pleasure. And lastly, for anyone watching this, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.
Thanks.